We are a festival that is dedicated to showcasing and celebrating films directed by women. We show only movies directed by women. It was very important to us that our filmmakers, that the films that were selected get seen.
All right, so today we're here with Cheryl Crooks from the Cascadia International Women's Film Festival, and we're going to talk about the challenges of running a film festival during a pandemic and some of the things that she's doing to counteract that. So welcome, Cheryl.
Hi, thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. And thank you for giving us the opportunity. Today was supposed to have been our opening night for the film festival.
So for people who aren't familiar with the film festival, can you tell us a little bit about it and what it's all about?
You bet. Yes, I'd be happy to. This is our fourth year. The festival was founded about 5 years ago, but this is the fourth year for the festival itself. And we are a festival that is dedicated to showcasing and celebrating films directed by women. We show only movies directed by women, and we're only one of five in the U.S. that do exactly what we do. So we're very specialized. And it's been a very successful festival. It's just taken off since we started. We've had directors from all over the world, literally, come to the festival. And we had people who were planning to come this year, from distant places. And of course, that all changed when we had to cancel as a result of the, coronavirus. So it's been a scramble. We've been scrambling like a lot of other events, but I've been in touch, especially with a lot of festivals, because all of our directors can't be here, obviously, and it's a real shame because we have such a good lineup for this year's festival. It's disappointing. It just gets better and better.
Yeah, for sure. So for a lot of people that were excited to attend the festival who can no longer attend, and the director's not being able to come in, what are some of the things that you're doing to try to get creative to host this festival and the show must go on?
Yeah, the show must go on. Well, what we discovered was my board and came to the conclusion that we needed to see this as an opportunity this year for the festival, because it became more and more obvious to us that we were not going to be able to do this as a live event as we have in the past and as we would have liked to have done. So instead, what were our options? And we sat together and did what we like to call re-envision the festival for this year. How can we still make the festival happen? Because it was very important to us that our filmmakers, that the films that were selected get seen, because after a certain window of time, a lot of those movies move on into distribution or are no longer eligible for festivals for one reason or the other. So we wanted to see how can we possibly make this still work. And the decision was made after we did a lot of research and exploration. We decided that maybe we could make this happen digitally as a virtual film festival online. So that's what we're in the process of doing now. It's coming along, and it's a new territory for us, as it is for a lot of people.
With the festival going virtually, what does that look like, and how is that going to play out?
Well, people will be able to see our movies online. The festival will open, it's going to run May 14th through the 19th. That's a Thursday through a Sunday, just as the live festival would have done, 4 days. And what will happen is they will have the opportunity to purchase a pass that will give them access to all of the films during the course of the 4 days. And they can watch those films whenever they want to, from frankly wherever they want to. It doesn't just have to be someone in Bellingham. It can be almost anywhere in the world. And they will be provided, once they purchase that pass, we will provide them with a link and a password that will then give them access to all the movies. And in addition to the movies, any interviews or Q&As that we do with the filmmakers as well. So they'll have the whole 4 days to look at all those films at their leisure, and it's going to be a great deal. $19.99 for the whole 4 days to look at as many films as they want to look at. with everybody in the house.
Yeah, that's an incredible value, and especially since most of us have watched through all of Netflix and Hulu now, we're looking for
Yeah, that's
fresh local
right.
content.
And plus, I should say, Josh, that these are movies that they will not, for the most part, find on Netflix or Amazon because they are independent art films, and you'd have to go to somewhere like the Pickford, for example, usually to see these movies.
Yeah, so again, a great opportunity for local content or at least curated content that is not easily accessible
Yeah,
outside of this platform. Very
yeah,
good.
and they're all really high quality movies. So.
Absolutely, yeah. So what are some of the films that are coming up that you're excited about?
Oh, well, there's a lot. If I can remember all of them, I've been juggling everything. We've got um, for the festival that we're putting online right now, and we're still dealing with the filmmakers to see who can do this and who can't. I think we're now up to 20 of our short films and 3 of our feature films. We had a total before of 36 films, and we're hoping that we getting between 25 to 30 to put on the online festival. We are actually holding back a couple of events that we want to take hopefully as a live event once that opens again, and if it doesn't, then we'll eventually create a separate maybe live event online. I mean an event online. But we have a feature film I just got a confirmation from today that's called Stars by the Pound. It's a French film that is from a new French filmmaker, and it's a wonderful movie, and it's great for high school age, even middle school age and above. Could watch this film. It's in French, of course, but you can do subtitles. But it's a wonderful movie, and I'm really happy that we're able to make that work out. It's a feature film, so that's one of them. Let me think. We've got so many short movies that are so wonderful this year. We've always been able to include in the festival. We're very proud of this. A film by an Indigenous filmmaker, and we had 3 this year. We were so excited. We had 1 feature and we had 2 short films. So far for the online festival, I may have the feature. We're trying to work that out right now. It's a marvelous feature. If we get that, it's called Red Snow, and very proud to have that movie this year. And then we have another film, the title of which I cannot pronounce because it is Cree. I'm pretty good. I think Oshkiki Show, I think is how you say it. It's made by a filmmaker named Jules Coustachian, and she is Cree. And it is a documentary about kind of a coming of age story for her twin sons. And it's a wonderful little documentary. And that for sure will be in the festival. Let me just think what else we have heard from that is for sure.
And
I
I
should
imagine
probably look at
there's
that
resources
list.
on your website to find out more information about this, right?
Yeah, we've got, as we get going, the whole list will be there. Well, actually, if they go to the website now, anyone can see trailers from the films that we're planning to show. We were planning to show for the live festival, and moving now to the digital. All the trailers that we have are there. It's a good place to go and to check them all out. So I will tell you, we have one other film that I would want to mention. It's a documentary, and it's the feature. It's called Guardian, and it's a big, expansive movie about a program that exists in Canada, the Guardians, who monitor the number of salmon that return every year, and it's just exquisite where they go to count these salmon in these back rivers, and talks about the problem of the diminishing salmon population. So you can imagine, at least locally, it's a very relevant uh, topic and issue.
Absolutely. Yeah. So how can people find out more information? Where would you recommend they go to sign up for the festival, see the
I would
films?
say the first place to start is to go to our website, cascadiafilmfest.org. All of the information about this year's film selections, as well as previous year's films. They can look at trailers. They can read about the directors. They can read a synopsis of the films. That's a really good place to start. They can learn more about the festival. and the things that we do, not just during the festival, but all year long. And I think also there may be a couple of things that are streaming right now that they could click on to take a look at. So the website, and then also Facebook. We have a Facebook page, a lot of information on Facebook. We just did, through the Whatcom Arts Project last week, we made available the interview that we did 2 years ago about the same time with Cheryl Boone Isaacs, who was the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. And she was the first African American and only the third woman to ever be president of the Academy. And we did a wonderful interview with her, and that's available through the Facebook page right now, so people can kind of see. And it's a good interview. So that's another place. We're on Instagram and Twitter, but those two places will be the best place for people to get more information. And as soon as we have passes available to purchase for the online festival, that will be available through the website.
Awesome. Great. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to watching some of these films and getting my own pass and checking some of these out. So encourage everyone to continue to do that. Even though this event isn't happening in person, it is happening online, and there's a lot of great films out there. Cheryl, thank you so much for being here today and being willing to join me on this interview. And we wish you the very best of the next couple weeks in this festival.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll be back later with another episode of Bellingham Now. Subscribe to our channel, like us, and we'll be back. Thanks.